Good morning. How is everybody this Tuesday morning? Don't they come round quickly? Hope you've had a fabulous weekend and the sun is shining once again. So this is all good news, isn't it? So whatever you have planned today, whenever you have things planned or even not planned, it's always a great way to start the day with clarity of body and mind, so that how you get involved in your day, it bodes well to actually come from a place of calm and clear mind, clear body. So doing this wonderful therapeutic tapping just helps to put you into that zone, so that your head isn't full of I must do this and I need to do that and this isn't happening and oh heck, what the heck is going on. So yeah, therapeutic tapping is to help bring about calm and peace of mind. And when we're in that place, we're in a much better position to be able to think clearly and to be able to do things um, with with due thought, with purposefulness. And it's just about creating space as you would in your home, in your workplace. Um, that environment makes a big difference to how you feel. And when you think about it, everything is always about the way that you feel. So to help feel better about things is a really good thing to become aware of and to notice what does make you feel better and for how long you then feel better. Because if we're just always working with quick fixes, um, that's not really helpful. We need to know what healthy habits make a difference for us. So there's, it's understanding that reaching um, for that big slice of chocolate cake, it might be good. It might fill that craving to feel good from having something to eat like that. But actually, does it serve you in the long run? And so yeah, this is this sort of way of being with yourself, having an awareness of the things which really do help you and are worth your attention and worth your time and the energy. Um, they're the things to pick up on and to make a good habit, a good practice. So without further ado, if you've been following this or if you're new to this, what I recommend that you do as good practice, of course, is to ensure that your hands are washed, because we're going to be using our fingertips, the pads of our fingers, and tapping on our face and our heads. So, so if you haven't done that, go and do that quickly, and then let's get started. So I'll do a couple of rounds to remind you, and for those who have done this before, just get tapping anyway. So as soon as I come on, use this as a moment in time to get tapping, yeah. Because the more we do, the easier it becomes. We're less in our heads, and we're just enjoying the soothing benefits of what tapping does for us. So, okay, starting by tapping on the head. So here we go, tapping right on the top of our head. Oh, and you might want to just take that breath. Feel the difference. Oh, it's good to stop. It's good to pause, isn't it? And to do this regularly throughout the day it's amazing what a boost it gives to us. And because we get locked into positions both physically and emotionally and mentally. So to break it up a bit and ensure that we are doing different things, moving into different places is really helpful. So to the beginning of the eyebrow. So as you can see here, I'm just using, I can either use my index fingers or index finger and middle finger together on the beginning of the eyebrow there. And then moving to the side of the eye. So we're literally tapping on the bony parts of the orbit around the eye. And it's a lovely, gentle pressure that we use. And find your own rhythm and pace, whatever feels right for you. And you don't have to stay in time with me. It might help if this is your first time and just getting a feel for it. So moving from here directly under the eye now. And if you're like me wearing glasses, you might want to take the opportunity of removing them. If I do that, I can't really see the screen so well. So just checking that all is flowing as it needs to with this technology. I shall keep them on, but I'm sure you can see where I'm tapping. Okay. And then under the nose. Feel that lovely soothing sensation as you get into the rhythm of this. And there's a nice little nook here, right under the nose above our top lip. And just ideal for the index finger. And then from here we go under the lower lip onto the chin. So again, we have another little nook here, which is perfectly placed for doing this. And any sighs, any yawns, any burps, whatever you might feel moving around you, to go with it. Go with the process. Let the energy move through you. That's the aim here. So now moving down to the collarbone, and it's actually not directly on the collarbone. It's just in, if you feel the collarbone girdle round your neck or just below your neck, and there's like two little knobbly bits here at the base of your neck, and just sliding your fingers down a centimetre or so, and you can automatically feel the position. There's no effort. You're not having to hold your shoulders up to move your hands into position. It's such a natural place for where your fingertips automatically fall into. So I'm just allowing all my fingers to tap this area. You can go really specific into that part just below, bunching your fingers together just below the collarbone knobbles there. That's a technical term. And then moving down to the thymus point, which is right on the breastbone. So there's hardly any flesh in this area. You can really feel the reverberation. It's quite a strong vibration that we create here, which is fantastic, of course, for the thymus gland, which sits directly behind this point. And to remind you, this is part of the immune system. So a really essential point to for us to all to focus on and help boost and maintain the immune system, which is absolutely key at any time to ensure that your immune system is robust is extremely helpful, whatever may be going on. So, moving from there to under the arms now, and we're literally tapping directly under the armpit. For the ladies, we're tapping on the bra line, the bra strap. And for you men, it's in line with the nipples. Keep going with those automatic breaths that may come up. It's a great way of calming your nervous system, and it reassures your body that you're alive. Okay, so that's one round. And it may be that you want to speed it up. If you're feeling a bit sluggish, then speed it up, going from one point to the next. But if you're already feeling revved up, then slow it down. Okay, back to the top of the head. Right on the top of your head there. If you're feeling a little tender on the top of your head, not to worry, just let that pressure soften. Okay, and maybe slow it down if you're feeling a little sensitive there. So you're just gently patting. Go with what feels right for you. And it may change. Even as we're tapping through these sequences, it may change. So have an awareness as to how you're feeling in each new moment and go with that. So back to the beginning of the eyebrow. And now the side of the eye. Under the eye. So if you can just follow my voice, maybe try tuning into how it feels, really how it feels. Notice the subtleties in the tapping. And remember to consciously breathe in through your nose. That's very helpful to calm yourself down very quickly. So going to under the nose. And under your lower lip on the chin. To the collarbone. And if you have one hand out of action, you can be doing this with just the hand that is available to you. So you can move it around. You can try different things out. And if by any chance anybody is bedbound, then you may find that this is a bit of a struggle going through the tapping points. It can be very tiring as you lay down doing this. So what I would recommend is that you tap through the finger points. So we'll do that in a moment, just in case you've not seen that before. So down to the thymus point now. You can use one hand or both hands. And of course, this is affecting the whole of the chest cavity. And our heart very close to this area as well. Our internal organs are being stimulated by this wonderful vibration that we're creating. So the inside is massively important, and just because we can't see it doesn't mean to say that we can ignore it or ought to ignore it. This is what is then reflected on the outside. Okay, so then let's go to under the arms, give ourselves a hug. And that's a very reassuring position, natural position to go into. To just give yourself just a moment. Actually, let's just stop a moment and give ourselves that lovely, reassuring hug. There's nothing like it, especially when we get a hug from someone else. It's so lovely. It's loving. It's grounding. It's reassuring. So even if we haven't got someone nearby to give us a hug when we need a hug, give it to yourself. You can always imagine that it's somebody else giving you a hug, but it really works. It really works. So let's go through the finger tapping points, just in case anybody needs to be reminded more quickly of what they are, where they are. Okay, so starting on the thumb point and holding your hand so that the palm is opposite your body. And just to try and show you, it's literally on the side of the thumb nail and and where the skin meets the thumbnail. So that's where we're tapping. And that's the same on each point, each finger point, okay? So you can just literally tap through as you feel it works for you best. So I'm now moving through. We literally do every finger. So it's easy to remember and easy to adopt this routine, this sequence. And remember, if you do miss out a point, it's okay. It's absolutely okay not to get hung up about where you are and where you're going. And this is about being easy with yourself, and it makes the whole process much more enjoyable. And well, it is meant to be an enjoyable, practical, soothing self-care routine. So now tapping on the side of the hand here. So that is the karate chop area. It's really the fleshy part. I'm not actually tapping on the bone there. It's just that fleshy part underneath. And you can be a little more vigorous here. So this, you can give this quite a good old tapping here. And from here, then we move to the gamut, also known as the miracle point. And to remind you, it's called the miracle point for there's lots of different reasons, and but in particular, if something is going on for you and it's not appropriate to tap, because it isn't always, it's something that you at this moment in this space of calm and relaxation, I want you to really notice how your body is feeling, and literally by pressing into this part of your hand at the same time, you then anchor this feeling. You associate it with touching this part of your hand and this moment of feeling calm, of having space, of your body being hugely relaxed. And by doing that, it means that whenever you're challenged, in a moment, in an instant, you can just simply hold that point on your hand You may have your hands down here and nobody would know what you're doing. And it doesn't matter anyway, even if you show what you're doing, because we do this but automatically on so many occasions. But when you're purposeful about it, it has a more instant and immediate calming effect for you. So this is why it's really good to just take this time to develop these practices, which can be so helpful in moments where life can be full on and flat out in the fast lane. Okay, so continuing on, let's tap round the wrist and go in both directions, anti-clockwise, clockwise. Again, it doesn't matter which way round you start with, just go with it. Or whether you only want to go in one direction, that is fine too. So now moving to the other hand, whichever one that may be for you. Start again. And as you can see, I'm just using my index finger and my middle finger on the side there. And moving through each finger point. And now on to the karate chop. To the gamut. Your miracle points, on the other hand. So you have 2 miracle points. How's that? Isn't that wonderful? So you can set it up again. Should we do that just for a moment? Let's stop and take advantage of this moment and lock in this wonderful feeling of peace and calm, of spaciousness, of stillness. The power of you is in the point of stillness. Just remember that. Okay, so moving to the wrist now. Tapping one direction, then the other direction. Yeah. Great, up to the top of the head once more, right on the top. My feet are fizzing. How are your feet feeling? I think there's some energy transference going on there between the soles of my feet and the floor, the ground. Okay, to the beginning of the eyebrow. Side of the eye. Under the eye. Under the nose. On the chin. Collarbone. Thymus. Under the arms. top of the head. Balancing body, mind, and spirits. Balancing body, mind, and heart. May you always be happy. May you always feel the peace. May you always feel the love forever present. One final deep conscious breath in now. Sighing out any residual stresses. And gently waking up your physical body, making sure that you're bringing yourself around with some gentle little stretches of the toes, of your fingers, some rotating of your wrists, your ankles, and bringing in some larger stretches. Move your body so that you're wriggling and wiggling. And maybe do a little bit of shaking off and stamping your feet. That's a really good one to help wake you up and be back, be fully present. So how was that? How was that then, folks? Hope you're feeling a little better, a bit more, a bit more calm, a bit more soothed, a bit more, less anxious. This is the purpose of these wonderful tapping sessions, are to help you to more quickly move through anxiety, worry, any frustrations, anything of that nature. It will help so amazingly well. And as I've said before, make sure that you practice it regularly, and it just becomes much easier and much healthier habit, and you don't have to think about it, and you can just go into it very quickly and help yourself feel a little better, so that any decisions you need to make about anything, it's much easier when you have a clear head and you feel more calm. So on that note, I look forward to seeing you on Thursday, where we will do this all over again. But in the meantime, I hope that you carry it on, even if you only do one round a day, maybe one time in the morning, lunchtime, and then just before bedtime. It's really great for helping you get to sleep and thinking about the things that have been wonderful for you during the day. So that is the clue, the key to a good night's sleep. Pick one thing that you've found that made you smile, something positive, something that is good to focus on before settling down to sleep. Okay, folks, on that note, have a great rest of the day. I know someone else is coming up very shortly, so I'm off ski now. If I can find the little button. So, okay, have a great day. Bye for now. This is Susan saying bye for now.